it's Hannah, and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you're new here. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Hannah. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out me and my channel for today's video. I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing an eyelash tutorial. Now, I've done a couple of these here on my channel before, but I like to kind of do these yearly just to kind of refresh your memory on some things. So let's go ahead and get right on into this eyelash tutorial. Something that I like to do before I apply my false eyelashes, and this is kind of controversial because some people like to do this either before or after, but first I like to curl my lashes, and the reason for that being is because if your lashes are like mine and they just stick straight out, they're not really going to curl and they're not really going to fit to the lash. So personally for me, I think it's very important to curl your lashes before you put on the false lashes, so that way it's a little bit easier to blend the two together. And then I also like to do mascara before and after I apply my false lashes. The reason I like to do it before is just to kind of help make them a little bit stiff, so that way when you apply the lash over to your lash band, it's going to help everything kind of hold together. And then I like to do it afterwards, again, just another coat, just to blend my natural lashes to the false lashes. So I'm just quickly going to go ahead and curl my lashes and then do some mascara. And I literally just realized I didn't even tell y'all what mascara I'm using today. I'm just using the Milk Makeup Kush Mascara. It's almost dried out, which is why I'm trying to use it up. And then after that, I probably will be purchasing a full size because I actually really like the way that it looks on my upper lashes. I don't really care for it on the bottom lashes. I don't really feel like it does anything for down there because it mostly just smudges and flakes, but I really like it for the upper lashes. Alrighty, so let's talk about lashes and let's talk about lash options before I apply my lashes. So I want to show y'all some of my favorite brands and some of the favorite lashes that I have currently in front of me. So if you're watching this video, you probably are someone that just wants a more everyday, really subtle, really natural lash. I really like the Kiss lashes. These are in the style Rav City, and this is just what these look like. They're kind of fluttery and wispy, but yet they're very natural and they're very simple and they're very pretty for either everyday wear or really, really glam looks. So I really like these lashes. I like the band on them. They're kind of ranging from a thin to a thicker band. This one has more of a thicker band. I found that more lashes that have a bit more of a thicker band is a little bit easier to apply, and it's a little bit easier to get to stick down in the inner corner as well. But we're going to get all into that in just a minute about how to stick them and everything. But these I really like for everyday wear. Now, if you want something bold and dramatic, I have these that are also from Kiss. These are their 5D mink lashes. These are in the style Belle. Now, these are supposed to be fox mink lashes, so they're not actually mink hairs. They're just like fox. But still, these are really pretty and bold and really dramatic. I really like these as well. The band on these are very, very nice to work with. These lashes, they don't feel super heavy on your eyes. Some lash bands can sometimes feel super heavy and just super not comfortable, but these I don't have issues with. And plus, I've been wearing false lashes for so long now at this point that it really doesn't bother me, but these are absolutely phenomenal. So now let's talk about independently owned brands that I really love as well, because I love supporting small independent business owners. I think that's very important given the times right now with everything that's going on in the world. One of my favorite brands is Ian Lashes. These retail for $20, so I understand that it's pretty pricey for some people. However, these lashes, I know the owner and she takes a lot of time with this brand. She hand makes each and every pair of the lashes. These are in the style Nalia, and these are absolutely gorgeous and stunning. The reason that I love this brand so much is because they're such a sweet, very giving company. Another thing that I like about them too is that after you do use the lashes, you can keep the compact, and you could keep the compact and use it in your purse. That's actually what I've done. This is my second pair of Ian lashes. And then a brand that I'm going to be using today today is from a subscriber of mine. She is super sweet. Her name is Catherine. She just started her lash business. It's called Lucky Lashes. And I'll have a link down in the description box where you can check out her Instagram. So that way you can purchase your lashes. But these are really pretty. These are in the style Divalicious. And they're just very simple yet very dramatic, which is why I wanted to use them. They came packaged very nicely in this little baggie, and she even included a handwritten note. So I absolutely cannot wait to use these lashes. So if you actually take care of your lashes properly, you can actually reuse them over and over again. I normally get about 10 to 20 wears out of my lashes. My Kiss lashes, most of the time, I'll get about 10 wears out of these. And then these Ian lashes, I'll get about 20 uses out of these. That's how many uses I got out of my other pair of Ian lashes. And then this pair, I don't know how many uses I could get out of, because this will be my first time using these. I'm sure I'll probably get a lot of use out of these as well. So one of the main ways that you can take care of your lashes is I like to take a pair of tweezers and peel off that glue after I get done using them off of the lash band. Make sure that you get every single stitch of that glue off of that lash band. You could also condition them just a teeny tiny little bit with a Q-tip with a little bit of eye makeup remover, just to remove that mascara if you want to, or you can use baby shampoo. Just do not get them drenched in water like I made the mistake of doing with my old pair of Ian lashes, because that will ruin them and you will not be able to revive them. And just kind of let them air dry, and I promise you they will be good to go. Make sure that you always keep your container that your lashes come in as well, so that way you'll have somewhere to store them after you have washed them. So let's go ahead and get on into me applying these lashes. Start from the outer corner and just very lightly just kind of pull. Don't pull too harsh because you could rip your lash out of the packaging. And one of the biggest tips that I have for y'all is to take your lash after you've taken it out of the packaging and just kind of wiggle it back and forth between your fingers like this, like I'm doing. And the reason why I do this is because it's going to help give that lash a curve, and it's going to help to fit your eye shape a little bit better. Another thing that you should also do, I did this yesterday just to make sure that these were going to fit me and I didn't need to trim them. But you could always, before you apply the glue and everything, check and make sure that they are in length with your eye, and see if you need to trim them or if you don't need to trim them. But like I said, I checked these yesterday. They're good to go. I don't need to trim them. But if you do need to trim them, I always like to trim them from the inner rather than the outer, because you kind of want that outer to kind of stick out a little bit. And it really doesn't matter if your inner isn't super voluminous, personally in my opinion. So I'm just going to set this lash aside now that I have it all curved out. So I like to use a metal eyelash applicator to apply my lashes with. The reason why I like to do this is because it helps me hold the lash a little bit better. This curve right here, I'll even demonstrate it for you right now. It just holds the lash perfectly in place like so. Just like that. You see? It just holds the lash perfectly without any issues. Now, I really like the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I like the one that has the brush on it for my lash glue. The reason I recommend using a brush rather than a squeezy tube is because with the squeezy tube, that is super messy. It is super hard to get a very thin line of glue onto the lash band. So I really recommend using a glue with a brush on it, because it's going to be a whole lot easier to control and to put the glue onto the lash. Now, the glues that I do not recommend using are the Broadway Eyes glue. You can find that one at Dollar General. That one does not hold worth a crap. I do not like that glue at all. Yes, it is $1, but it's honestly not even worth it. I promise you. Go to Walmart, just pay the $3, pay the $2 more because it's $3, and just pick you up the Strip Lash Adhesive from Kiss. It is a lot better. It holds a lot better. It stays in place all day. I have no issues. I have the black one. Some people like that. I personally don't like the black glue. And the reason why is because it's really hard to tell when it gets tacky, because with the white glue, it's a lot easier to tell when that gets tacky because it kind of changes the color a little bit. And you do need to let your lash glue get tacky after you apply it. You need to wait I normally wait about 20 to 30 seconds. The reason for that being is because if you apply the lash, and this is a mistake that everybody makes when they first start applying lashes, and I made this myself, is if you apply that lash right when the glue is still wet, it's not going to stick properly to your eye, and it's just going to wiggle as you are trying to adjust it, and it's just going to get glue everywhere, and it is not going to set right. So you need to let that glue get super tacky before you apply the lash. So I'm going to do my very thin layer of glue, and then when I apply the lash to my eye, I'm going to go from my outer, kind of pressing it towards, start in the center, and then go into the inner, and then boom, it will be all set. So I'll show y'all what I will do. The tip that I have for y'all is to apply your lashes more at a tilted angle, so kind of tilt the applicator like this, and the reason for that being is if you just go straight in, it's going to kind of close off your eye, and it's not going to give the illusion that your eye is a bit more bigger and a bit more wider. So it is important to kind of tilt the applicator at an angle and apply the lashes at an angle as well, still keeping in line with your lash band. But honestly, if you apply it more at an angle, it's going to give your lashes a bit more, or your eye shape just a little bit more of an illusion that your eye is nice and big and awake. Another thing that I have to recommend as well is apply a thin layer of glue. The reason that you're going to apply a thin layer of glue rather than a big glob of glue is because if you apply a big glob of glue, it's going to take a lot longer for this to get tacky. Also, too, a big wad of glue is not going to set right on the lash band either, so make sure that you apply the thinnest layer possible of glue. So see how this eye just looks a lot more bigger than this one over here because we kind of give it a lifted effect with the lash. So another thing that I also wanted to give y'all as well, another tip, is the reason why it's important to apply them at an angle rather than just kind of like at a straight in narrow shot, is because at an angle, and this is another thing too that I think a lot of people have issues with, a lot of people have came to me and said that they don't like false lashes because they feel like the band is always poking their eye. And if you're applying it straight on, just like straight, that band actually is going to poke your eye because in the inner part right here it's going to rub, and that is what a lot of people find irritating about false lashes. So if you apply it more at an angle and kind of tilt your wrist when you're applying it, it kind of helps for that inner corner right here to not be all jabby and pokey right there because it's more at an angle and it's a little bit more easier to get it precisely onto your natural lash band. Now that we have these lashes on, let's go ahead and blend in the false lashes and my natural lashes together. So I'm going to use two different methods. So the first thing is, like I said earlier, I'm going to be going in with the mascara. I always blot my mascara wand off with a Kleenex whenever I'm going to be doing this next step because I really don't need a whole lot of product on the wand. I just need enough on there to just kind of mix the two lashes together. I don't really need a big wad of mascara on my lashes. So just gonna do it like that, and then I'm kind of gonna re-dip the wand and get just a little bit more product on there for this eye, and then do a blotting again. Now, some of y'all probably watching this at home and you're probably thinking, I don't have time for this. Honestly, once you get the hang of it, it really doesn't take you a super long time either. I would say probably the max that it takes me to do this is probably about 5, maybe 3 minutes, if even that. The only reason it's taking so long today is because I'm talking to y'all while I'm doing this. Any other time, it takes me a lot less time. So just kind of do like that. Alrighty, we are good to go. Now we're going to do this next thing. Some of y'all probably about to think that this is also really weird and really strange as well. So we're going to take that lash applicator that we used earlier. So while the mascara is still wet, I'm going to very, very gently take that and just kind of apply it and just lightly squeeze. And the reason why I just did that is to kind of help my lashes just adhere a little bit better to the false lashes. So you're just going to take it and lightly squeeze. And do not poke your eye like I just did, because that will hurt. So that is how you apply false lashes. So I'm going to put the rest of my makeup on, and then I'll come back and we'll chit chat some more. Alrighty, y'all, so that is how you apply false eyelashes. These feel super comfortable. They're very easy to wear. They don't feel heavy or anything like that. I really like the way that they look on my eyes. They're absolutely beautiful. So again, if you would like to purchase some Lucky Lashes, you can do so. I'll have the link down in the description box below. These are not sponsored or anything like that. I bought these with my own money, and I just wanted to talk about them here on my channel because I am trying to support a lot more smaller businesses, especially with everything that is going on right now with the economy and everything like that. So yeah, if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there as well, because I'm here for you with new videos every Thursday, Saturdays, and Mondays at 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you love the 90s and you are in the store for a really good throwback on Monday, so be sure to come back here on Monday so that way you can watch my new tutorial that I will be uploading on Monday. And so yeah, if you would like to follow me and keep up with me, you can do so on my social media page. I would also like to add too that I now have a Patreon page. I am not trying to force this down everyone, which is why I am going to be only mentioning this in every couple of videos. But I do now have a Patreon page, so if you would like to further support me and my channel, I would greatly appreciate it if you would check it out. All of my packages range from $5 to $25, and with the $15 and the $25 packages, you get an exclusive coffee mug that I designed especially for my Patreon. So if you would like to get your hands on that limited edition coffee mug, then please be sure to click the link down in the description box, because I'll be having content on my Patreon page that will only be exclusively available for my Patreons and not my YouTubers. So if you would like to further support me, I would greatly appreciate that. But if you cannot afford it right now, that is okay as well. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I'll see you all in Monday's video. Bye, my little unicorn.